Namaste students. Today we are going to discuss about Dvandva Samasa. Last class we discussed about Tatpurusha, means it is called compound and expound. Tatpurusha Samasa, totally you understood. Now when we go to next Samasa, which is called Dvandvaha, this Dvandva Samasa, basic rules you have to understand. The Dvandva Samasa, here all the words are important. The first method if you take, very simple, if you are good in maths, basic maths, 1 plus 1, 2. 1 plus 2, 3. That means that 3 even you can say 2 plus 1 or 1 plus 2. If you go to 4, 1 plus 3, 3 plus 1, 2 plus 2, anything you can say. So, in this Dvandva Samasa, first we are going to discuss about Itaretara Dvandva. What is this Itaretara Dvandva? Whenever we are seeing any one compound word, if there are two words, then what happens in Itaretara Dvandva? 1 plus 1, 2. So, whichever word comes second, not first, the whole word will end with that particular word's dvivachanam of gender. For the example, if you take in English, you know how we are using this word. We are using and, Ram and Lakshmana, right? Ram, Lakshmana and Shatrughna. So before concluding we are adding that and. That is in Sanskrit cha. Cha means and. If you take two words, Ram and Lakshman, you want to say, you have to go to this compound which is called Dvandva. Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha. Two times we should use cha. Sometimes they are using Ramaha, Lakshmanaha cha. That is no bother. You can. But very important thing, when you say Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha, then you just see which is the second word, Lakshmana. Then this compound will end dual of Lakshmana Shabda. So Lakshmana Shabda, ending, so like Akaranta. So you can have an example, Akaranta always Rama Shabda or Balaka Shabda or any ending masculine Shabda. So when you say Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha, the answer will come Rama Lakshmanau. Suppose the sentence Rama Lakshmanau Gayataha, Gayati Gayataha. Ram and Lakshmans are singing. So my dear students, please focus here. The subject is what? Ram and Lakshman. Got it? So Ram and Lakshman, when you are translating in English, in Sanskrit you should go Rama Lakshmano, one compound word. That is why I told you before that in English you don't have compound. Ram and Lakshmans are singing. Ram and Lakshman. You can't say Ram Lakshmans are singing. Then what happened? Ram Lakshman may go to one single word. But in Sanskrit we have Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha, Gayataha. That is okay. If you want to change into compound, which is Samasa concept, Rama Lakshmanau Gayataha. That is called Dvandva Samasa. So here what happened? Both the words are important. Rama and Lakshmana. If there are two words, my dear students, you should conclude with Dvivachanam, dual. If more than two words, it won't come in singular at present in the Ekashesha Dvandva. It comes two only. Then if it goes to plural, if you want to add one more word, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata. So Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha, Bharataha cha. How many? Ram, Lakshman, Bharata, total 3. So when it is 3, you should go to plural of Bharata Shabda. That is very important. That is why whichever word comes at the end, that particular word Dvivachanam or Bahuvachanam will come. If there are two words, it ends with Dvivachanam. If there are many, it ends with Bahuvachanam. Now just go to Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha, Bharataha cha, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharataha. Because Bharata Shabda, Bharataha, Bharatau, Bharataha. I am just giving example for Akaranta. You have to go to any vachanam, any anta. See the example. Ram, Lakshman and Hari. Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha, Harihi cha. Just think, what is Hari Shabda plural? Harihi Hari, Harayaha. Beautiful. Then you should go to Rama, Lakshmana, Harayaha. Not that Rama, Lakshmana, Haraha. Haraha means Hara Shabda. Yes, in Sanskrit we have the word Hara. Haraha means Lord Shiva. Then you should go Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha, Haraha cha, Rama, Lakshmana, Haraha. When you say Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha, Harihi cha, you should go to the last word Hari, plural, Harihi Hari, Harayaha. Add this Rama, Lakshmana, Harayaha. This is called Itaretara Dvandva, where we are seeing the word, all the words will come and importance for all the words. Another doubt. Sir, suppose we are adding one masculine, another is, second word is neutral, whatever may be, either neutral or feminine gender, the word, whatever comes at the end, that particular dvivachanam or bahuvachanam will come. See the example. Ram and fruit. Ramaha cha, phalam cha. Then what? Two. So go to phala shabda dvivachanam. Phalam phale. So Rama phale. If you add the feminine gender, Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha, Sita cha. So what is Sita Shabda plural? Sita, Site, Sitaha. Rama, Lakshmana, Sitaha. That means this Itaretara Dvandva Samasa. If there are two words, whatever words come second, that particular words dvivachanam will come. And the first word, already you know the nature of samasa, should drop the extra word and go to the Moola Shabda and should add with the second word. So, Ramaha cha, when you say cha, you have to drop. Rama, Lakshmana means Rama Lakshmanau. Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha, Bharataha cha means there are three. Rama, Lakshmana, Bharataha. If you add Shatrughna, Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha, Bharataha cha, Shatrughnaha cha, whatever may be, plural, only bahuvachanam. Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughnaha. Add Dasharatha. Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha, Bharataha cha, Shatrughnaha cha, Dasarataha cha. Dasharatha also akaranta shabda. So Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna, Dasharathaha. This is called compound. So Itaretara Dvandam, please my dear students remember, ends with dvivachanam or bahuvachanam. Very important thing, whichever word comes the third position or second position, that particular words dvivachanam or bahuvachanam will come. We'll just see the example, one or two example. I will give one example based on akaranta shabda. Another example will go to akaranta and ikaranta, just anything, because when you go to the textbook prose, there all these kind of compound word will come. Then you have to understand. See the example. Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha is equal to, you will get the answer, Rama Lakshmanau. I am sure you understood why here I am writing Rama Lakshmanau, because this is dvivachanam. Sir, how you got this is two? Yes sir, one is Ram, another is Lakshman. Just see how many words they are giving in that particular compound. If they are going to give another, they are going to add another word after Lakshmana, that particular word bahuvachanam. Another example, Ramaha cha, Bharataha cha, Sita cha. I just added Sita. So my dear student, you should go to Sita first. Sita, akaranta shabda. Sita, Site, Sitaha. So you should go Rama, remove that Bharat, cha, all that. Rama, Bharata, Sitaha. Right. I repeat, whenever we are adding, any shabda, you don't worry, whatever akaranta, ikaranta, ukaranta, rikaranta, nakaranta, any word, that particular word dvivachanam or bahuvachanam will come. That is 100% you have to remember. So this comes under Dvandva Samasa. Itaretara Dvandva means different words, joins making either dual or plural. Only two. You cannot end with singular. Because and whenever you are using, you have to use one more word. Simple example go to in English. Ram and Lakshman are walking. Ram and walking, wrong sentence. Whenever you are adding and, you should use one more noun. Like that, here cha means Lakshmana, anything, any word. Why I am giving Rama Lakshmana means easy to remember. You can take anything. Now I will give you one more word. Later on I will write. Now I will take one more word. Pika Kakayoho. Just see the word I am writing. I am sure you are able to see Pika Kakayoho. Yeah. Now focus. Pika Kakayoho. Pika is one word. Kaka is one word. And how it is ending? Kakayoho. Yoho means you go to that Shabda. Rama Shabda or any Akaranta Shabda. Shashti Vibhakti or Panchami Vibhakti, Saptami Vibhakti. Ramaha Ramau Ramaha, Ramam Ramau Raman, Ramena Ramabhyam Ramaihi, Ramaya Ramabhyam Ramebhyaha, Ramat Ramabhyam Ramebhyaha, Ramasya Ramayoho. Like that, Kakasya Kakayoho. Beautiful. When you are able to understand Kakayoho Dvivachanam, before that Kaka you can see Pika. Then what you have to do? You should go to Shashti Vibhakti. Here it is Prathama Vibhakti, Rama Lakshmana. Therefore, you conclude Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha. This is also Prathama. Now, my dear students, this is Shashti Vibhakti or Saptami. According to sentence, we have to understand. Now, you just go to Shashti. Shashti means go Pika Shabda Shashti. Pikasya. Yes, you will get the expound. Pikasya. Cha. Kakasya. Cha. Pikasya cha, kakasya cha is equal to pikakakayoho. Because you should not think it comes only in Prathama Vibhakti, it comes in any Vibhakti. Only meaning wise you have to understand. So I repeat, Dvandva Samasa, we completed Itaretara Dvandva, where two words or more than two words, either Dvivachanam or Bahuvachanam. Next you have to see Samahara Dvandva. This Samahara Dvandva means, Samahara means combination. When you say combination, I am sure you will understand singular. Just see, combination of so many books. Combination, it's singular. Of so many books in different, plural or dual, whatever. But when you conclude, you have to conclude in singular. Therefore, this Samahara Dvandva, you have to conclude in singular. For example, combination of hands and legs. Just imagine there are so many, plastic hands and legs are there. Plastic hands. So there is all together in one bag. You are seeing so many hands and legs. Then you have to say in that bag combination of hands and legs. So combination, when you say in singular, automatically in Sanskrit also you have to conclude in Ekavachanam, and it ends with Napumsakalinga Ekavachanam. See the example. Pani Padam. They may give sentence Pani Padam Prakshalya Bhojanam Kuru. You are a Sanskrit student, I am sure you are able to understand. After washing hands and legs, you have to take your lunch. Pani Padam Prakshalya. After washing your hands and legs. Combination of hands and legs. Combination. So, Pani Padam. That is the compound word. Now you separate. After washing your hands and legs. In English, I repeat, hands and legs. Like that they will say. We don't have compound system in English. But in Sanskrit, Pani Padam. So you should understand there are two hands and two legs, and combination only the order comes. Then Pani Shabda, Ikaranta. How many hands? For the example, take two. Pani cha. Panihi, harihi, hari, harayaha. Panihi, pani, panayaha. So, pani cha, pada. Pada shabda means leg. Like Rama shabda. Padaha, padau. So, pani cha, padau cha. If you stop, please focus. If you stop pani cha, padau cha, 2 plus 2, 4. It will go to pani padaha, which is called itaretara dvandva. But here the word is given pani padam. That is why seeing the compound you have to do expound. Pani padaha means pani cha, padau cha, over is equal to 2 plus 2, 4, pani padaha. But pani padam, pani cha, padau cha, 2 plus 2, 4, tayoho or tesham samaharaha. You can go to tayoho or tesham. But 2 plus 2, 4. When it goes to 4, you should go tasya tayoho tesham. Tesham, and the word is called samahara dvandva, means, my dear students, it is a combination. So, combination of hands and legs is equal to pani padam. Just relax and concentrate. Whenever samahara dvandvam, it ends with napumsakalinga ekavachanam. Itaretara dvandvam will end either dvivachanam or bahuvachanam or any vibhakti. But samahara dvandvam ends with napumsakalinga ekavachanam. Why, sir? Because we are talking about combination. All together we are analyzing. Not separately we are analyzing. So, see the example. I am just writing the example. See, like this they will give pani padam. And by the students also I will tell you how to understand. Here Rama Lakshmanau, ending dual. So, easily you can split 1 plus 1. Here pani, pada, two words but ends in singular. When it ends in singular, you have to think, okay, this is combination of hands and leg. Of, next step. Of means Shashti Vibhakti. Of is preposition. And the of preposition come for Shashti Vibhakti. And two hands, two legs means tasya tayoho. Tat shabda will come. Combination of those. Tat shabda. Very easy to understand, I am telling you, if you relax and focus. So, pani cha, padau cha, tesham samaharaha, panihi, pani. Everything you have to think properly, my dear students, because MCQ, they may give similar, which is nearby answer. You have to crack the right one only. For that, you should have correct track to crack. So, pani cha, padau cha, tesham samaharaha. Got it, my dear students? You got, this is the answer. So, focus. Pani, two, panihi pani, padau, two, padaha padau. Samaha tesham, 2 plus 2, 4, tasya tayoho tesham, of those, combination of those hands and legs, it is called pani padam. Next, one more word will go. Godhuma chanakam. Any word. You don't think it comes only some noun or anything. Godhuma chanakam. Godhuma chanakam. You know, wheat and nuts, chana. So, godhuma chanakam, when you go, you have to go singular, even you can go godhumancha, chanakamcha. Now you tell, shall I write tesha? No, because one, we are just taking example, godhumam chanaka. So, here we should go 1 plus 1, 2, tayoho samaharaha is equal to godhuma chanakam. Now you focus these two. My dear students, whenever we are crossing one by one, Please compare with previous expound or compound, because you should not have confusion. You go to Tatpurusha, after finishing a full and full, when you go to lesson, there we can able to understand. See, I will tell this is Tatpurusha. So immediately go and verify with that page where Tatpurusha Samasa we discuss, where we discuss Dvandva Samasa, in Dvandva Samasa, Itaretara Dvandva, Samahara Dvandva, Ekashesha Dvandva, last is waiting here. So before going to Ekashesha, you just compare these two. Ramaha cha Lakshmanaha cha. Rama Lakshmanau, Ramaha cha Bharataha cha Sita cha, Rama Bharata Sitaha, Pika Kakayoho, Pikasya cha Kakasya cha. I am sure you understood the reason. Now Samahara Dvandva 100% ends with singular Napumsakalinga Ekavachanam. And when you do expound, there you have to see how many words. Godhuma Chanakam. Because they expound, they gave Godhumam cha Chanakam cha. Just one example for wheat. So when they take one wheat, it understood all kinds of wheat. Even South Indian wheat, this wheat, Punjab wheat, whatever. Different kinds of Godhumai. You know, Godhumam. Chana, different kinds of chana. But they just taking singular. And because they took only two, so Tayoho. Here they took Pani, two, Padau, two, four, so Tesham. Not anything else. Now we'll go to Ekashesha Dvandva. Ekashesha Dvandva, it comes in Dvivachanam or Bahuvachanam. What kind of Ekashesha means? Which is having connectivity. That is why in Sanskrit we have to say Yugala Shabda. Yugala Shabda means father and mother, brother and sister, head and neck. Like this Yugala, when nearby contacts, connectivity wherever it comes, there you can use this one. And remember, my dear students, only similar word will end. Here two words, you cannot see two different kinds of words. Pani, Padam, Rama, Lakshmana. Only word. Simple example. See, Pitarau. That's all. My dear students, please focus. Pitarau. Pitarau you have to do expound. It is a compound. Pitarau means what? Two fathers or father and mother. You know, in the PTA meeting we have to say parents. Parents means father and mother comes under parents. So this kind of facility is available in Sanskrit. When you say Pitarau, if there are two fathers are going of different students, for many students are standing, they are telling, see, fathers are coming. So they may say, my father and your father, Pitacha, Pitacha. If not, parents are coming. A boy is telling to the teacher, ma'am, Pitarau agachataha, mama Pitarau agachataha. Please enjoy this sentence. Acharye or Acharya mama Pitarau agachataha. My parents are coming means a boy when say my mama Pitarau agachataha, it doesn't mean his two fathers are coming. Here it is understood his father and mother. So when I told you Yugala means nearby connectivity. When you say father and mother is equal to, they will say Pitarau. Example, Matacha Pitacha. See here I am writing example. Matacha Pitacha. Matacha Pitacha. So Matacha Pitacha, it is understood Pitarau. So Eka Shesha means, Eka means one, Shesha means remain. Only one kind of word you can able to see. So seeing the word itself you can find out what kind of samasa. Itaretara Dvandva, you saw the different words. Rama, Lakshmana, different. In Samahara Dvandva, Pani Padam, two words ending with singular. Here only similar word ending with dual or plural. Suppose that the boy is telling, my brothers are coming. Yes, you have to go plural, nothing is wrong. My fathers are coming, he can't say my parents are coming, means father and mother. But if he say my brothers are coming, so the word compound will come Bhrataraha. Bhrataraha is the compound word, my dear students. How you are going to expound? Bhrata cha, bhrata cha, bhrata cha. Or you can go bhrata cha, bhagini cha. Or bhrataraha cha, bhagini cha. Any plural. You can say, my brother and sisters are coming. Even this you have to understand like this. Only thing, masculine gender they have to conclude in this, especially this samasa. If it is combination, male and female. Two male separately, of course masculine. Two female, feminine only. Now you just see bhrataraha means you have to expound bhrata, bhratarau, bhrataraha, cha, bhagini, cha is equal to brothers and sister. Bhrataraha cha, bhagini cha is equal to bhrataraha. That's why in this itaretara dvandva, or when we started dvandva samasa, in this dvandva samasa we discussed first itaretara dvandva. I repeat, please relax and understand. Itaretara dvandva means you are going to see different kinds of words. Example, Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha. There are two. So whichever word is leading, that dual will come. Rama, Lakshmana. When you do compound, you have to remove all the Ramaha cha, Bharataha cha, Sita cha. Yes, I told you, whichever word is going to lead, Sita is leading. Rama, Bharata, Sitaha. Sita, Site, Sitaha. Pika kakayoho, I gave another example. Different vibhakti, which is Shashti. Pika kakayoho means pikasya cha, kakasya cha, pika kakayoho. This is itaretara dvandva means, my dear students, different words comes in vivachanam and bahuvachanam irrespective of vibhakti. When you go to samahara means combination. Samahara dvandvam always ends with napumsakalinga ekavachanam. So, Panipadam, maybe there are two words, but when you go to compound, ends with in singular. So, Pani is one word, Pada is one word, but they end in singular. So, Pani is a Padaucha, and you should write in, especially in this samasa, you have to focus, Tesham Samahara, the word Samaharaha will come. Sometime in exam they won't give, but you have to understand seeing the word. Sir, how to understand? Just see the word. Panipadam. Different words ends with singular. How it is possible? Different words either dual or plural. Itaretara dvandvam. So when ends with singular, you should conclude this is samahara dvandvam, and the combination word should come in your mind. And my dear students, whenever combination comes, you know, the automatically preposition of will come. Combination of vegetables. Of vegetable. So automatically of will come, and of is Shashti Bhakti. Tasya tayoho tesham. If it is two, tayoho. If it is many, tesham. That's why I gave two examples. One is tesham, because 2 plus 2, 4. Here 1 plus 1, 2. So tayoho. Last one, ekashesha. Ekashesha means one remain compound. The word, you compound word comes only one. Dvivachanam or bahuvachanam. I am not telling the word is one, but it may be dual or plural. When one word comes, you separate. Yes, of course, this pitaro you can separate. Pitacha, pitacha. Nothing is wrong. Because two boys are standing and they are informing the teacher, our parents are coming, our fathers are coming. It is not compulsory both the boys are brothers. Together they are telling Pitaro Agachara. Hey Acharya, Pitaro Agacharaha. If two boys are telling my father, understood, our fathers are different fathers. They are Pitacha Pitacha. If one is telling Pitaro Agachara, Acharya, Pitaro Agacharaha, my parents are coming, there you have to understand Matacha Pitacha. Therefore, these all the compound expound, when it comes in sentence, automatically you will understand. They won't confuse you. My dear students, don't think some confusion will come. You are going to learn language, the beauty of the language. Grammar is the beauty of the language. Then when you go to poem or any prose, that different beauty we can able to realize. But before going to that, you should know the steps how to go there. Simple example, just from here you are enjoying Kashmir. Just seeing photos in TV or any different objects. To go to Kashmir, you have to book the ticket. You should go. After going there only, you are able to understand the beauty of the Kashmir. You are able to realize. To going to that means so many methods are there, right? So many ways. Like that, to go to the poem or prose, the grammar is very important. You have to go analyzing all this. Then only you can reach that place and you are able to understand. So there, whatever comes, yes, you are able to understand the prose and poetry. Or this particular word is this samasa, tatpurusha, itaretara dvandva, samahara dvandva, everything. So ekashesha dvandva ends with vivachanam, mata cha pita cha, or bhrataraha. It is bahuvachanam. Bhrata, bhrataro, bhrataraha. Bhrataraha cha bhagini cha. I just change brothers and sister. Brothers plural. 3 brothers, 1 sister. Bhrataraha cha bhagini cha is equal to bhrataraha. Agachanti. Or you can split this. Bhrata cha, bhrata cha, bhrata cha. Please stop with 3. Because in Sanskrit, bahuvachanam 3. From there, bahuvachanam start. You no need to say, sir, I have 10 brother, bhrata cha, bhrata cha, bhrata cha, bhrata cha. No need to go all that. You just conclude 1 plus 2 or 1 plus 1 plus 1 or 2 plus 1. Bhrata cha, bhrataro cha, bhrataro cha, bhrata cha, bhrataha cha, bhrataha cha, bhrataha cha. That is enough. Understood plural, and the verb will react according to that plural. Bhrataraha agachanti, plural. Agachati, agachata, agachanti. So with this, Dvanda Samasa chapter is over.